turn it just a little.
Well, no, you didn't put enough lemongrass in there.
Okay, you're live.
Uh-oh, we're live.
We're live.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
Who you...
Qualified in the same rifle range, Bravo range.
That's what's up. I've been told I'm related to him. So
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a big plus for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a decent shot.
He was.
Was he?
I was too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Friends in the family.
Yep.
Were you an expert shooter?
Yes.
Because we are related.
Right.
And maybe it does run in the family. Because I'm
Absolutely.
actually an awesome shooter.
I am too.
Sorry, I've been my Marine vibe this week. So I'm a little bit more
Here's some
narcissistic than usual.
Yeah, I got stuck with some crayons yesterday.
Did somebody get you crayons?
Do you have any at your
No.
desk? That way you can go ahead.
I do. You got some?
I have seen that they're
Hello.
actually making chocolate crayons now. And so, I mean, there's a couple companies that are
pens.
selling these.
Oh, I'm sure there's.
I think our crayons are back there.
Okay, I keep them hid away in my
Yeah.
special place.
I only like the bourbon flavored ones.
Wow.
Well, happy Veterans Day, everyone. Welcome to
Absolutely.
Face to Face Therapy.
Same to you.
And we are so honored to have Mr. Clint Oswald with us here today. Veteran.
Yes, ma'am.
We have our other veteran,
Army, of course.
Clint's Army.
Still Marines.
What do you do in a room with 3 Marines and 1 Army veteran? I don't know. Talk
I mean,
shit.
Of
Yeah.
course. But I mean, at the same
Talk
time,
slower.
we're still brothers and sisters. So.
Right, it's true.
We like to talk a lot of crap about each other, but we still have each other's back.
Yeah, we do it out of love.
Yes!
That's what it's about.
I think that's what this day is about. Veterans Day.
It's
I
about
think
all of
it's
us.
about all of us and love. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I really wanted to do this is you've been like super proactive post your service, military service, and still serving and giving back. And, you know, we're actually just talking about shout out to Michael Dane Springer. Some of you guys, you, Michael, and all the Michaels are not working because you guys are actually disabled veterans.
Yes, ma'am.
But you are busier than many men I know with full-time jobs.
Right. It's it's definitely a lot of volunteer stuff that I do.
Yeah, will you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, with We Are the 22, I've been on a whole lot of responses. Me personally, I haven't lost anybody that I've responded to, which thank God for that. I know I've responded to over 20 or 30, and I've been with them for exactly 3 years.
Wow. Shout out to We Are the 22, which Neil and Clint convinced me today we are going to be putting the biggest sticker we can find of We Are the 22 on the front of Face to Face Therapy door. Well, these guys are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
More points for Region 2.
Region 2.
Count 'em.
And Region 2 is so on the ball. We are also going to be putting a We Are the 22 sticker on the front of Bentley Drinkware, which makes these awesome. You know what?
Are we covering the Arkansas Razorback?
No.
I'm just kidding.
You know what? No, I was going to say, we need to get a We Are the 22 stamp on some Bentley Drinkware.
Yeah.
That's what
Absolutely.
we need, because these are
Yeah.
some really good...
Weren't you saying they were indestructible?
Oh, yeah, that's
Supposed
where
to
this
be-
got started, because I bought these for some of my guy friends who are, like, rough on things, and I said they're indestructible, but Jason
Yeah.
thinks that it may
I
not
think
be.
we could destroy them.
We
I
like
mean,
to break stuff.
Could we test it out?
Not right now. Not right now.
Not in the office.
So I guess I do have kind of a funny story with that. So
Okay.
one time I have a buddy, he was like 3'7", I think Fox Company or something like that. Anyways.
I thought you were going to say that's how tall he was.
No. I wish. So they Trigicon came and like spoke to their unit or whatever.
What's
and
Trigicon?
the ACOGs,
What's an
the
ACOG?
Advanced Combat Optical Gun
I mean,
Sight.
of course I know.
Right. So the ACOGs, and then this Trigicon representative is like, these things are indestructible, And so, of course, they pass them out. They're like, try your worst. And they hand it to this one dude, and he just starts slamming it on the concrete. And just like within a few slams, that thing's broken. And the representative's just like, okay, well, right, sorry. Maybe not indestructible for Marines or military, but like civilian indestructible.
Right.
Wow. You know what? That just made me think about you being indestructible.
Wow.
You've been through some stuff.
I had some, it almost destroyed me, that's for sure.
Yeah. We were just, and we're going to post this in this link, the link to the YouTube that you recently did that tells Clint's story.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're not going to go into that a whole lot today because today we're focusing on love and post-traumatic growth and healing and surviving. What else?
Yeah, post-traumatic growth, strength.
Would you call it post-traumatic growth?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
How did you get to that? How did you find that? How did you
Well, like
do
I
all
said,
that?
it definitely almost destroyed me, but I actually did some soul searching and PTSD classes up at the VA, which really got down. It was really, really tough because it opened my eyes up to things that I didn't even remember, which was extremely hard. But after it was about 10 months to a year that I actually did the PTSD program.
Okay.
And
Did you do it inpatient, outpatient?
it was
combination?
outpatient.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And like when I first went in there, my score was so high with the PTSD, but by the time I left, it was like really low. So, but like I said, it was just a lot of combination of stuff.
Yeah, so what I think he's referring to is when you first come in, you get diagnosed, you have a list of symptoms in a scale. And then you
It's a
got
point chart.
points, and then you got interventions and did work, and you were able to reduce that. So it's like reducing those symptoms with any other type of illness. Doesn't go away.
No, it's still there. I still suffer from certain things.
Yeah.
But
Do you feel like sharing what you suffer with, like, say, on the day-to-day with PTSD?
well, I still suffer from suicidal thoughts,
Yeah.
ideology a lot. I hear voices sometimes, and sometimes it's really hard to tell which ones are real, which ones are fake, because it's not voices that I'm not familiar with. It's people that I know's voices, and sometimes, a lot of times, it'd be in a conversation. If somebody says that they're proud of me or I love you, I'll act like I don't hear, and I'll say what. That way they'll repeat it because sometimes in my head I'm hearing the total opposite. So
Right. Derogatory, intrusive thoughts.
yes, ma'am.
It's a very, very strong PTSD symptom. And that's why I actually just want to run my mouth a minute. A lot of, recently people have told me that they don't believe that PTSD is a thing, that PTSD is a decision. And I'm just like, these are symptoms. These are symptoms. Don't make me bring out my big diagnostic manual. But these are symptoms that a lot of our veterans deal with daily.
Right. Which I definitely don't agree with that, but I don't even know why anybody would say that, because you don't choose to remember certain memories. It's just, it happens.
It's an intrusive thought.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And we get triggered, like different things, sights, sounds, smell. Even like you said, sometimes it can be a positive thought. Like someone can say, I love you, and that could trigger some negative thinking.
yes, ma'am.
You know, one thing I think about a lot that's weird, not to get off topic here, is that there would be a great qualitative study with it, but the PTSD that Iraqis and Afghans have from
Like
fighting the
locals.
Americans.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That, yes.
And
They've
Yeah.
done that all their lives.
Right.
From the time they were like that tall.
yeah,
So I guarantee they have it.
yeah,
And think about, they have for sure, because they live there, this generational trauma, right?
Mhm.
Like we come back, we hope and pray that whatever that we don't pass that down to our children. But they're living in that.
Absolutely, day in and day out. They never get out of the trauma. So,
Which makes me kind of think about another veterans thing is, I mean, I have lived in a lot of countries. And I choose now to live in America, specifically Arkansas. But we do have a wonderful, wonderful, amazing country, and we have fought for it. Our veterans have fought for it.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of people forget that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad reality of it. That a lot of people take it for granted, which on a day-to-day basis, even sometimes I do.
No.
Because
Yeah,
I mean, there's still plenty of veterans out there that are losing their lives, like even after they get out of the military. So,
right.
to suicide.
I mean, that's why we're so grateful for We Are the 22, and all you, like you guys have your own army of responders now, right?
Yes, ma'am. In my region alone, I say mine because I'm the captain. So
Look at you.
we have 31,
Okay.
31, I think, active responders.
Okay. And if any of y'all are listening, please jump on, please share, and help us put some of that information out here. Just write it in the comments. And I don't want to forget, because I love you all so much today. I wanted to give something away. And I kept, like, it's been weeks I've been thinking about, like, what would a veteran like? I thought of, like, oh, it's hunting season, academy. And I thought, a lot of them don't do guns anymore.
Right.
So I'm going with straight cold hard cash, okay? $111.11. I'll run this for 11 days. And so if you like it, share it, and you're a veteran, in 11 days I'll do the drawing and give you $111.11.
So this is where I say, hey Neil, grab my phone and jump on there. That way my name comes up.
Hey, everybody, do that. Grab your veteran's phone and be careful when you grab their phone, because I might trigger someone.
Well, I
Don't be
think
grabbing my phone.
it's so beautiful what you've done, or
Yeah.
what you're doing with repurposing what you did in the military to now helping out other veterans, like we're seeing with the love. And I know how difficult that can be as a veteran myself, is repurposing your life, because you have that job, you have that, what you're doing, your MOS, and then all of a sudden that's just kind of taken away from you. And then it's like, well, what do I do now? Because I can't do this job that I've trained for years, and then gone and done it for real sometimes. And then so you have to repurpose. And then so it's so beautiful that you found that repurpose.
That was actually something I posted earlier today, was that when you mobilize to go overseas, like you band like a real relationship with all your fellow military brothers and sisters, and then you're over there with them, you get even closer, because they have your back and you got theirs. And then when you come home, like it's like that brother and sisterhood is torn apart, because a lot of them don't live in the same state as you, or whatever the case may be. And then when you lose people over there and then you come home, it's really hard to find your purpose. But I think with We Are the 22 is definitely one of my purposes. So.
Yeah, I think that's a huge thing in the transition of adjusting back into civilian world, is finding that, and it's not an easy process. I mean, I went through the same thing, and I was like, well, I'm going to be a social worker and a healthcare, mental health provider, and I naively thought that once I joined that gang, it was going to be like the same gang, kind of the same brotherhood, sisterhood, but it's not. And that's why I still end up spending a lot of my time around people like you guys, looking for that same type of tribe,
Absolutely.
loyalty.
Yes, ma'am. That's really hard to find.
Yeah, yeah,
Because over there, you
yeah.
knew who the enemy was. Here, sometimes it's really hard.
Yeah, a good friend told me recently, everyone that smiles in your face is not your friend.
Right.
And it's very hard for me. I don't know, is it hard for you guys to come into the civilian world, or is it just the Angela thing?
No, it's definitely part of it. It's hard.
I think one thing that's easier for me now is most people don't smile in my face anymore because I just look like a hobo. So the people that are gonna lie and smile in their face like you're talking about, they don't want anything to do with me. Like they don't even look at me or acknowledge me. So that's kind of how I've worked it out, is it's almost like a camouflage. And then I can figure out who's gonna be cool and people come up. And really, this is kind of strange. I've had a lot of other people from different ethnicities that will be more open and cool with me and like just chat with me, or I can introduce myself and they'll talk back, when before that didn't necessarily happen. And then they probably would feel before like clean shaven and everything, like, oh, this is just some white devil or white privilege or whatever talking to me. And now it's almost like, man, I bet that dude's been through some stuff or something, or he's seen some things, and we can kind of share in some commonalities now when that didn't happen before.
Right.
It really is.
So I should grow some hair.
Hey, I think you got the intimidating
You can take
look.
mine. I'm about to cut mine.
I've always wanted
Did
to
you
mow
bring your
off.
snake today?
No, my snakes are at home.
How many do you have now?
I have two
Okay.
reticulated pythons. One is about 10 foot long, it's
Yeah.
big around as my arm, and then one is 6 foot long.
Okay. Are they therapeutic for you?
I like them because they don't need love. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly,
Yeah.
I had 2 dogs, and I like dogs,
Yeah.
but they're too needy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give them the love that they need.
Yeah.
And the snakes, they don't care.
They're like, they're like,
They don't
"Feed
care.
me."
Just feed me and give me some water, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
So-
hear you. Well, you have a lot of things in your life that do require a lot of love.
Yes, my kids.
Yeah. Yeah. You have some. Your little girl is so sweet.
Yes, ma'am. Alexis, she's 7 now.
Wow.
And I have a daughter in Oklahoma. Her name's Jasmine. She's 16. I have a son. He's almost 2. He'll be 2 in May. And then I have a stepdaughter, which me and her mom aren't together anymore, but she's still my kid.
Yeah.
Like, I've been part of her life since she was 1 or 2 years old, and she's now 14. Alyssa.
Awesome. You got a lot of love.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want to point out you have a new title on your
Yes, ma'am.
shirt here.
Absolutely.
Peer recovery specialist.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a
Tell us,
PIT.
tell
I'm in
tell us
training,
what
so-
that is. PIT, like give us the lowdown.
It's peer in training.
Okay.
What I do is I'll help people in recovery,
hmm
whatever they need. Like, I got them.
Okay.
So, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you went through, I know, some training.
Yes, ma'am. I did some education hours. I got to get some more. I got to do 500 hours and some more CEs, accredited education.
Okay.
And then I'll get the actual title of being a specialist.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Clint is going to be available here at Face to Face Therapy. We'll show you. He's got a nice little fancy office. It's got a window and everything.
I
It's got
love
a couch and a desk.
windows.
We got
Awesome.
coffee and water. But really, share this because this is a free service that we're offering. Michael Springer is also going to be working with us. And let us know what y'all want and need. I think they're open to doing some groups. We didn't even talk about that, but we can do some groups. We can do individual sessions, and it's a free service that is really needed. Okay, I know other places you might have to pay for it, or it might be billed for insurance, but this is a gift from Face to Face Therapy to our community. We're going to get these guys certified. We're going to get their hours, and then they're going to go on to do bigger and better things. And
Yes,
we
ma'am.
support them with that.
Absolutely.
So, I think, how has that helped you in your recovery?
Well, you can't keep something. I don't remember the exact words, but you can't hold on to something if you don't give it away. And for a long time, I held on to my own recovery. Like
Okay.
I've been next month on the 12th will be my 4 years of sobriety,
Okay.
and I've held on to it this entire time up until a couple months ago.
Okay.
And just in the last couple of months, like I've already started to grow.
Okay.
Like I've told my story, I've done the podcast, I'm doing this. Like
Yeah.
I'm actually getting my education hours
Yeah.
and my working hours in. So like if you're in addiction, like reach out. Like
Yeah.
it's okay. Want help, need help, it's all right to ask for help, and I got you.
Yeah. Reach out to us. You can reach out to us through Face-to-Face Therapy Facebook page, our website. You can call us on our line. We don't want to forget to put out that We Are the 22 hotline number. Do you know it offhand?
Not right.
We
I
should've.
know my phone number.
Well, if you
That's
wanna
the one
put
I
that
always
out
give
there.
out. So
Yeah. Neil's got our back. He's gonna pull it out. He's the only prepared one here.
Right.
You got it? I got it on like some of a speed dial where I got like a list of you guys, and I'm just like.
I think they gave away my last quarter.
Okay, it's 1-855-932-7384.
Yeah.
I feel horrible for not knowing that.
Well, I usually write it down.
So many numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it is.
repeat that one more time, Jason.
1-855-932-7384.
And since we're focusing on veterans today, we're going to focus on that hotline for We Are the 22. If you need support, if you're feeling suicidal, please reach out to them. If you are feeling generous today and you want to support a veteran cause, I highly recommend that you go to their website and you make a donation to them as well.
We are the 22.org.
Yeah. And then,
If they like sticker on the window.
woo, yes, if you would like to show some even more support by putting a sticker in your business or something like that, reach out through the website or to one of us. We really, really support that organization because it's been there for me too, you know? It's helped me. I've made the call. That's all I can say. I've made the call before, and
Absolutely.
there's been a closeness to you guys that I can't describe. We are not immune to any mental health symptoms or problems. You can be a therapist, you can be a mom, you can be a business owner, you can be a badass Marine, a badass Army person. I'm sorry, you're gonna smack me for that later.
I'll say this is I think Arkansas has really embraced We Are the 22 very well, and of course I've been on a few responses myself, and then in a lot of places it's so great to work cohesively with the local police and local law enforcement and all those entities, and then they're very professional, and then they understand what you're doing, and then they want that in their community too. And because a lot of times the local law enforcement, they don't know what to do with a veteran in crisis because they're not a veteran themselves, or
Yes.
they haven't had training.
Right.
And so then, right, a lot of times with these training programs and then going and doing the groundwork, then you know how to engage with a veteran in crisis and then being able to help. And so it's so
I don't
beautiful.
know why I kind of laughed at that, because that's like my Marine humor, because I can just imagine a call, and I love police and first responders. I have so much respect for them and so many of them in my family. But I'm just hearing like the call come in, there's like a Marine or let's say veteran held up in their house with a bunch of drugs, alcohol, and guns, and they're suicidal, and the cops will be like, Oh shit, let me call Michael Brooks.
Right.
Not all his fault.
Right.
It's true. But I think we need to all work together and get more education out there,
Yes.
which is, oh wow, I'm going to say this today too. I just filed for my own 501c3 today
Awesome.
called Breaking Stigma, and it's going to be very focused on psychoeducation and breaking stigma around mental health. And if you're interested in partnering or working with that too, you can talk to Tess about it.
It's TESS.
It's TESS. Everybody knows I'm the owner, but Tess is the boss.
That's for all the uneducated people that can't spell her name right.
But if you can't spell Campania, you're still good.
I'm not gonna try to spell that at the moment.
Well, I think we've covered some stuff. I like to just really touch on this post-traumatic growth thing though, because PTSD, you can like diagnose it. There's been a lot of research on post-traumatic growth, but post-traumatic growth is not something that can just be prescribed and take a pill. It's not something that can be done easily. And we don't really know how it works. It takes multiple different partners and soul searching and getting out there and connecting to other people. And I think adventure therapy. We forgot to talk about that.
Yeah.
Scuba diving.
What?
All kinds of stuff. Like,
So we all just started scuba diving through a program.
Well, I've been scuba diving for a
Oh
few
yeah,
years
yeah, yeah.
now.
So, I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jason's like a senior scuba diver.
I'm just an advanced open water, but yeah,
Okay.
I've got like 75 ice dives under my belt.
Okay, sweet.
that's awesome.
Well, Clint and I are newer, and we were able to experience this through a program that we are the 22 supported. And we are grateful for that program.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Scuba diving, going down under
Yeah.
the water. Oh man,
Yeah.
it releases a lot. I used to be on like 5 or 6 different medications.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take anything.
Do you think
Nothing at
scuba helped you with that?
Well, actually, I stopped taking them before that.
Okay.
But scuba diving definitely helps relieve a lot of stress.
Mm-hmm.
Going under the water. Actually, I heard Michael Springer say this when he was giving his speech at that church. He said that when you go under the water and you're going deeper, like the further you get from the light, the darker it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was taking it like the further you get away from God,
Mm-hmm.
the darker it gets, the harder it is to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's actually psychosis once you get to a certain depth.
Mm-hmm.
Narked out.
Oh man, I know I've got knocked out.
Yeah,
I
me
went
too.
to 125 feet. I didn't know which way I was
Oh man,
going.
you beat
It was
me.
man,
I
I was
went to
scared.
124.
I was praying to God. I was like, oh my God, because I didn't know which
Is
way
that
I
where
was
you
going at
were
that
with
point.
Brooks? When you were with Brooks
Yeah, I was
at
with
that point?
James Jacobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
that was scary. It really was. Like I was praying, like, oh my God, because I don't think I was trained enough yet. But
But
I didn't go down with any instructors though. It was
let
just-
me just say
Man.
for our wonderful instructors at the Dive 2 shop,
Pay for that.
Oh, they
in
were
Little Rock,
great for that.
they have informed us that we should not be going below 60 feet.
They did.
And we
They did.
sometimes do not listen. So that is not a reflection of them. That is a reflection of us doing our own thing.
Yeah, because like I said, I wasn't with an instructor, so
You just gotta do advanced open water, and then you can
Yeah.
go deeper in the other
Yeah.
courses. You'll
I'm
get there.
definitely going to do
But
it.
we tend to push things.
We do because we're military. We think
Yeah.
we already think we can do it. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
Like we can do it.
Well,
And then you'll figure out whether you can or not if you try.
I'll say I was in Florida, and I was actually going through the advanced open water course, and I got narked out, and the instructor is like having us do multiplication underwater.
What?
And so he's doing like 5 times 5 equals. And then, of course, my friends are even giving all the answers like 25. And then dude does it to me. And I'm like, man, I have no idea what you're doing. Like, yeah, I can like do science too, man.
I love you, but that might not have been from the narcosis.
hey, maybe, allegedly. You're right.
Oh, do we have another visitor coming in? Does he want to pop in?
I don't think so.
He doesn't? Okay.
I figured we could just wrap it up.
Okay.
I'll say real quick, so
Yeah.
for the post-traumatic strength and post-traumatic growth, I feel like a lot of that is like going through the classes. Like I went through the inpatient PTSD program, but then it's learning some tools and some different things to help out. So it's like you're just struggling for a while and then self-medicating or just doing things, adrenaline activities or whatever, kind of getting back in that frame of mind, that deployment mindset. But then you get these tools of like grounding techniques or some other tools that you learn, and then I think that's really, to me, then you start putting in the work and you start implementing these techniques, and that's when I feel like it really transitions from the PTSD into the post-traumatic strength or in growth. And so right then you can go help the other people. Like here are the techniques that helped me get through it, and then have them implement the techniques like breathing techniques, all those different techniques, and implementing those rather than just having this like monster on your back and you have no clue what to do with it.
Thank you. That was an awesome summary, and I love that.
Absolutely.
Because that's exactly what we have all done, and I want everyone out there to know, no matter how low or alone or how bad you think your life is in that situation, we've all been suicidal, we've all self-harmed, we've always all made some very poor decisions on things that we might post on Facebook. We've been there, but seek out and get help, because there are the helpers, and we are here to help you.
It's never too late to ask for help.
Go to therapy. We can talk smack about the VA all day long, but they have some awesome programs for PTSD, especially their PTSD unit. There's good therapists. There's peer recovery specialists in training. Like, reach out to us. Don't be alone. Don't suffer in the pain. There's going to be no judgment from us. You can always come to face-to-face therapy. I'll connect you with all these beautiful humans.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My hair looked good, dude.
Your hair looks so good today.
It does.
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being
I
here.
feel a little intimidated. Everybody got hair in here but me.
Hey, you got facial hair
But
in there.
you
That
have a
counts.
nice beard.
Yeah, you still got your eyebrows.
We'll try and grow it out long now. I can just comb it over.
Yeah.
Just comb it around.
Okay,
Yeah.
next segment we'll talk about hair growth. No.
That's Timmy. Look, my scalp.
Sorry. I love you guys so much. I'm
Love you.
so super,
Love you.
super proud of you. Like, so for real. And I will always support you guys, and I'll always be here for you. You've always been there for me. Like, share, tag a veteran. If you're a veteran and you like, share, and all
Comment.
that. And what? Oh, you got to comment. Give me some love, y'all. If you want $111.11 cold hard cash from me, like, comment, share. Anything else, guys?
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy
Happy
Veterans
Veterans
Semper
Day!
Fidelis.
God bless America.
Hoorah!
Absolutely.
So when it turns green, we're no longer live.